Hey, all, Christopher here. I wanted to share some designs that I made for the navigation for the Saving Satoshi app. So and this is only for when you're actually in a lesson. I think for the, let's see here, for the home page or for these chapters pages, I'm not sure even if we need anything, maybe just a logo. If we have one in the corner, then maybe about or help in the other corner, that's it. But once we're in the section, it's a little bit more intricate. So I made a couple of changes after from what you may recognize after working through this a little bit. And here's where I am at the moment. So for desktop, we always have a back button that would take you to the chapter and challenge overview screen. So it's just a general, take me out of this, these tutorials here and back home, I guess. Then I combined, previously there were two separate elements for chapter indication and challenge indication. Let me see if I can still find one here somewhere. Yeah, it looked like this. But I think this gets really crowded if our chapter and challenge names are a little bit longer. And it's also visually kind of heavy. So I summarized it to something like this. So it says chapter 2, challenge 2, with a bit of a smaller text. And then the name of the challenge itself. I assume you always kind of know where you are in the chapter, and if you're not, you can just hit the back button. Then on the right, we have our list of challenges. It indicates which one's current. This darker one is kind of a general active state that I came up with. And then the checkbox shows which ones I've already completed. And I can hover one to see the name. Chapter 2, Challenge 2, you versus semesters. And I guess this name here, if this is Chapter 2, Challenge 2, that should be the same as over here. So that way I can quickly see what they're called and switch back and forth. And we should figure out if there's some logic where if I haven't completed Challenge 2, if I should be able to access Challenge 3 already. Then for mobile, this is just gets condensed a little bit. So we still have, actually one thing I forgot to mention, there's a help button, and this could be about or something else. Not sure if this is like an inline help that helps me with the current section, or just a general type of help, something we also have to figure out. Then this kind of gets condensed on mobile, so I still have my back button, still have my chapter and challenge indicators. So you can see this is now nice and consistent. If we had kept the two separate indicators, this would not fit anymore. And then there's a little menu button. So these four boxes here get condensed to this menu. And then we, instead of help text, we just have a question mark. And then a brief layout here. So this screen, things instead of horizontally stacked, they simply get vertically stacked with slightly different spacing. If you also compare it to the screen that I grabbed this from, which is this one here, you can also see I moved the continue button. Instead of keeping it below the text, I moved it below the whole content. So it's something we also should figure out, but I think that's where I'd like to mock up all of the different screens we have, or screen templates at least, in a mobile, so we can see if they're these types of changes in order that we want to do. Or not, maybe we don't want to, but we can discuss. And then let's say I press this nav button here. This menu slides down and covers the whole screen, so I don't see the content behind it anymore. And then I get my list of individual challenges in this chapter. So let's say I want to go to other chapters, I press the back button, but if I just want to switch between challenges in this chapter, see how many there are or whatnot, then I can expand this list. And the help could also go in here. Maybe we don't need to have it here, or maybe we can have a profile. I'm not sure if there's anything else that we have to have in here, but otherwise I would just keep this very simple. And once again, we have the checkbox here to indicate which one I've already completed. So that's kind of how I thought of it. Just let me know what you think, and if this works or not, all good. Thanks.